everyone, welcome to Marcie Creates. This is Marcie, and welcome to Tutorial Tuesday. Today I thought I would create some earrings to match our really pretty bracelet we made last week. And so I'm going to continue using the components from the Sky's the Limit from Bargain Bead Box. And this is the earring that we will be making. It's got the bird and the cloud, a bunch of dangles, that really pretty filigree component, and then, of course, an ear wire. So I'm going to show you how to make this today. This one's already been made. So what you're going to need, you're going to need the little birdie, one of the little birdie beads, and a cloud bead, of course. We're going to be using these really pretty crystals and the really pretty bicones. And you're going to make 6 head pins with the light blue bicones, kind of that sky blue, really pretty color. There's 6 here, and 6 of the blue to make your dangles. So I'm going to show you, these are head pins I made. They're very simple. There's another way to make them. I think I've showed it on a few other videos. If you ever watch Sarah Lovecraft, she shows a technique for how to make your own head pins. These are literally just like fold over. As you can see, here are my head pins. I cut the wire, it's 20 gauge gold wire, into, I guess this is, yeah, 2.5 inch pieces. And as you can see, there's little loops at the end. So I will show you that technique. And then for our component, this guy, we're going to make also, and I'm going to show you how to make that. You're going to need some chain from the Bargain Bead Box. I believe this is 13, let's count, I don't remember. 13 links, I believe. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep, 13, lucky 13 links. You need some jump rings, and of course your filigree, an ear wire of your choice. I like these French ear wires. You're going to be making your head pins with 20 gauge gold wire, just like these. And then I made this, the component that we're going to make bigger, just so you could see how to make that. So this component, I'll show you first. This is made with 2 inches of 18 gauge. This is antique brass, which looks really nice with the copper in the kit. So literally you're going to take 2 inches of your craft wire, and I always like to get rid of the sharp ends. Like that. Then we're going to take our small bail making pliers. We're going to make a loop at one end and a loop at the other end, going just facing each other, basically, like this. And then we're going to take our small loop, and we're going to place it right in the center, and you're going to bend this. And this is pretty soft wire. Some wires are harder than others to move, but this one's pretty soft. And there's your little component. Okay? So I would suggest in making these that you make a little assembly line, make your head pins, which I'm going to show you in just a second, and add your beads like I have here. Get your little pieces ready. Let me show you the head pins really fast. So I ran out of head pins. So if you run out of head pins but you have wire, this is a good thing to know. So you're going to pull as much as you want. I think, how long did I make these? Yeah, about 2 1/4. And you're literally going to cut them. I'm going to cut a little more because I'm going to bend the end a little. You'll see what I mean in a minute. And then on the end here, let me get rid of that sharp edge. We're going to take, I like these. I use these all the time. These are crimping tools. They're by Xyron, but I love them because they have this pointy, very pointy, sharp end. And I literally fold this over, get a good grip on it. You're going to fold it over just, so now you got a little J, like that. And then you're going to smush it. And that will be enough to keep your beads on your head pin. And as you can tell, on these dangles, it just looks like another little bead. So I did that throughout the entire earring. Adds a little bit of color. If you have head pins, you don't need to do this. But I wanted to show you the technique in case you are in a position where you run out and you want to make something and you don't have any. That happens to me, but you do have wire. So let's get started putting this together. So the first thing that I did is I made the component with the bird and the cloud. So we're going to take our handmade head pin and put our little birdie on here. Hello, little birdie. And then our little beautiful, these are so sparkly. They're little, but they're sparkly. Round faceted crystal bead. And then our pretty, I love these cloud beads. They're so, so pretty. And then a bicone. Just like that. Now we're going to just do a wire wrapped loop. As you do when you're making the jewelry. And just going to fold it over. I am going to wire wrap this. So 90-degree bend. Come in with your round nose. Everybody kind of has their own technique in doing their wire wrapping. I think whatever works for you. There's a lot of different techniques out there. If you have a different way that works for you, by all means, use that particular way. There's no right or wrong way, in my opinion. As long as you're satisfied with how it looks. Okay. And let me squish in the little end there. Be careful of your bicone. You don't want to crack it. But you do want to tuck in your little burr right there. All right, so this is our center component. And we're going to attach our chain to our component that we made just a second ago. So all we're going to do here is we're going to gently open this like you would a jump ring. Let me scoot in a little so you can see. So you're going to twist and then twist. So now these are open. You're just going to take one end of your chain. I like this chain because you can put a lot of stuff on it. It's nice big links, so when we go to put the dangles on, it's going to be very easy. It's just a little time consuming, so that's why I say get an assembly line together. And then once that's closed, let me close that a little better. We're going to put in our other side, just like that. And let's close that up. There you go. So this piece is going to hang right in the center. That's why we needed 13 links, because we needed a center link. So And then all our dangles are going to hang from the sides here. So we're going to find our center. I'm always having to count to make sure. You're going to take one of your jump rings because you're going to, in fact, let me open that before I count. So these are antique brass jump rings. And I just opened it. You scoop back out. I put it on my dangle, and then I counted. You can kind of see when you hang it which one is in the center, but I like to just be careful and cautious, so I'll probably count again here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is your 7th, which is the 13th in the middle. And we're going to just... delicate process. It's so perfect when you're not on camera. Then when you go to do it on camera, it's like, no, I'm not going to cooperate. Crazy. Okay. So now you have this. So we're part of the way there. Already it's cute. So now we're going to make our dangles. And these are time consuming just because you have to make so many of them. So you got 6 of your really pretty bicones and 6 of your round crystals. And you can hang them in any order you want. And I just did 2, 2, and then 1. 2, 2, and 1. I just thought that was interesting looking. And I love the way that this earring has movement. So that's what's fun. Once you get it all put together, it's going to be a fun earring to wear. Or if you know somebody that loves like long chandelier, dangly, sparkly type earrings, this would be a great gift. So anyway, all we're going to do now is follow our pattern. So it looks like I have some of these at the top here. And that's what I did. I literally started at the top and I just went in and made a wire wrap loop. Just like this. You got plenty of wire. I love this 20 gauge wire because you can pretty much use your fingers. I mean, use your tools if you need to. You're going to kink it open once you get that loop, because now you're going to hang it on that first link at the top. Then we're going to just close that and hang on to it. And then you literally can just wrap it. You can do neat wraps, messy wraps. That is designer's choice. Okay. And then you're going to come in with your cutters. And you've got your first one on here. I'm going to make sure that I always try to make sure that the little piece doesn't stick out. You don't want anybody's ears to get poked. All right. So that's one down and 11 to go. So let's do another one. We'll take these and literally it's just repetitive. You're going to make your head pins and then you're going to put your beads on. You know, make yourself a little assembly line. If you're watching a good show on TV or a game show, this is a great little thing to do in front of the TV because it's repetitive. Once you know what you're doing, you don't really have to think about it too much. It's just a lot of wire wrapping. And that's what I like too about this wire. The 20 gauge is soft, so it doesn't hurt your hands. It doesn't hurt your fingers. But if your hand does cramp up, you know, just take a break. It's not a race. And so here are our first 2 dangles. So I'm going to do that one more time. And on this one, again, I hung 2 of the round and then 2 of the bicone. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to do 2 more of these. What you can do too is get this like this and put it down and then grab another one. You could do all of them actually. In fact, let's just do that. This is what I mean by assembly line. Just everything you're doing is repetitive. So you could do all the bends, all the 90-degree bends first. Then do your loops. Whoops. That one didn't want to cooperate. There's always one in the bunch that wants to be a comedian. That was the comedian one. He's the heckler. Do your beads heckle you? I think I spend too much time in this room by myself talking to beads. Thank goodness I have a YouTube channel. Oh, and I wanted to tell you all, thank you so much for you new subscribers. I'm so excited. I got a lot of new subscribers this week. Those of you who've been my subscribers, I just adore you. But I hit 800 this week, 800 subscribers. I cannot believe it. I can't believe it. It's so exciting. So for those of you who are new, I kind of put the word out that I've had a lot of people ask, we want to see your face. When are we going to meet you, see you? And I've said if I hit 1,000, I will definitely put my little face on the camera. I'm a little shy about that, just because, you know, this girl is not a Victoria's Secret model by any means. But I don't have any horns growing out of my forehead that I've checked last time I checked in either. So I'm sure it'll be fine, but you know, it's just kind of one of those things. But if I hit 1,000, that's a milestone. I've only had this channel since June, and I'm really having fun with it. And I hope that I'm inspiring people. I hear that I am, and that's fantastic, and that they enjoy that I'm sharing this. And that's the whole reason I'm doing this. I do have a day job, so this is extra, but this I would be doing anyway, even on my own, without, you know, videos and tutorials and things. I would still be sharing it and showing somebody. So I'm happy to have all of you. So thank you very, very much. And if you haven't subscribed, if you're just watching, please just join us. I'm really having fun with this channel. I've had some really cool tutorials. Check them out. Some things for Halloween that we did last fall. I know it's March. We're thinking about spring, but we're going to blink and it'll be Halloween again. So anyway, so you see how fast that took me just to do the loops. Now, I'm not going to make you suffer through me adding each one of these, but literally you just want to start. You could do it any order you want, but I think it's easier to start at the top, and every link you're going to add a dangle. So the next link down is going to be our next dangle. So let's grab one of these, open it up, and then find your next link, which is this one. Add your dangle. It doesn't want to cooperate. I love being on camera. Oh boy. Okay. So don't get frustrated. I just laugh because, you know, what else can you do? Here we go. I pulled that guy out of the way. So helpful hint from Heloise. Hold the one back if you need to. And then you're going to just wrap this one. And I do notice that I'm kind of holding it like this because your wire is going to try to grab your chain while you're wrapping. I did notice that. So if you kind of hold it at an angle, it won't do that. And you won't get frustrated. Okay, let's see. Let's cut this one. Make sure a little doohickey is not sticking out. Doohickey is a technical term. We have lots of technical terms. I will point them out to you as I say them. Zhuzh is another one. And now we have two dangles. All right. So I am actually going to go off camera and add the rest of these. So you don't need to suffer through watching every single one of these. But just make yourself a little assembly line. Make your head pins if you need to. If you have them, great. If you have new, and the little ones with the balls on the end would be pretty too, if you have some of those. And when I come back, I'll show you how to put this together. So I will be back shortly. Okay, everyone. So I've got all the dangles put on. I know that was like 1 second for you. It was like 15 minutes for me, or 10 minutes. I didn't really watch the clock. But now that you have all this put together, we're going to add our filigree piece. And really, that's very simple. The rest of this is quite straightforward and simple. You've done the hard part. So we're going to use another jump ring. And we're going to attach all our little fun components. We're going to put it in that top of that component we made. Add our filigree piece. Close that up. Make sure that's closed really good. And now we just need to add our ear wire. Yesterday I had made that first one. And then we're just gonna, if you've ever gotten French ear wires, you just scoot this back till it touches that other wire. And here's our second earring. So we have, oh, and I forgot a little step. So on this one, just to get it to hang nicer, I pushed these two loops together. That's the very last thing you're going to do. So you're going to take your fingers. Like I said, this wire is pretty soft. And you're going to just push them like that. There you go. Now you got a match set. Nice, huh? And they will dazzle in the sunshine. They'll look great in the evening. I mean, you could wear these with a pair of jeans. You could dress up, wear a really pretty dress. What a fun thing to wear to church with the little birdies for Easter, if you celebrate Easter, or if you're, you know, just having lunch somewhere with your friends or family, or if you want to gift these. I think, you know, if you, like I said, if you know someone that loves nice dangly chandelier sparkly earrings, here you go. So some more fun projects with this Sky's the Limit. And I still have, look at all these beads I still have left. So we've made a bracelet and some earrings. Next week maybe we'll do a necklace, and then we'll have a match set. I am working on some other boxes right now. I just got Sam's bead box yesterday, and it's a stunner if you've not ever gotten Sam's bead box. So be looking for that. And I have some finished jewelry that I finished for Soft Flex for Lunar New Year, which I will be uploading later this week. And also some product spotlights from Jesse James Beads. So be looking for all of that. Those are all coming up. And of course, thank you so much for watching and subscribing and liking and sharing and all the wonderful comments. Again, I can't thank you enough. I am so glad that you're inspired and you're enjoying my channel. And those of you that have been with me, Love you to pieces. Those of you who are new, welcome so much. I'm so glad to have you. If you have not subscribed, again, I invite you to subscribe. We're having a blast. And more tutorials to come. More inspiration and more tutorials. So thank you so much. Have a great evening. Take care of yourselves and your families. Let's all pray for some world peace. And I will see you on the next video.